Good evening, everyone, and welcome to my study room, aka bed. I know it's really naughty as today I've been studying, but other than when I have study sessions with other human beings, I do it from bed, normally whilst feeding my kids.
Our tooth came out.
Oh, and Jasmine wants to tell you that her tooth came out. Jazz, give me your thing. Yeah. So there is Jasmine's tooth. So the tooth fairy is coming. Another little tooth. There you are. Put it in your pillow.
Okay.
But yeah, so this is where now studying is done, and I know it's really bad for your sleep to be using blue light, and tablets and whatnot in bed, but when it comes to studying as a parenting, I'm finding I just have to get it done wherever I can. Now, you're probably wondering why I'm studying. It's because I love learning. Now, I'm actually studying two courses at the moment. I decided to take on two things, as well as doing all my work and businesses and whatnot. But I've always wanted to be a breastfeeding peer supporter. So I have enrolled on a breastfeeding peer supporting training, so I can help support other mums breastfeed and make their own choices around feeding their child. And then also, I have enrolled on a positive parenting course with Attachment Parenting UK, and they've given me that for free to be able to blog and vlog about it. And so basically, so far, what I've learned about positive parenting is that a lot of it tends to be about my own mood and my own thoughts and beliefs around parenting and boundaries and whatnot. And positive parenting may sound, often people get the wrong idea and think it's just you saying yes all the time to everything, which I can be guilty for, as I hate any form of conflict. But what it is setting positive boundaries, so you explain yourself properly to your child and you are in touch with their thoughts and feelings. So rather than just getting angry at them, trying to understand them better. So it's something that I want to do because I know when I'm stressed, I do get more snappy. And I'm not actually an angry, shouty person, but sometimes I can be, especially since I've had kids, as nobody tells you. Well, everyone tells you how to parent. Nobody actually supports you in parenting and making your own choices. So it's really hard to know what to do all the time. So that's been good so far. I'm now on to my next module in my positive parenting course. Um, and I'm looking at my own thoughts process. Hi everyone watching. And then I've just done the first module in my breastfeeding one, and that's how breastfeeding peer support. It's not about advising other mums, it's about giving them information and helping them to make their own choices around breastfeeding. Information and helping them to make their own choices around breastfeeding. So essentially, it's like being an extended relative or a member of a community, and being somebody who's had a breastfeeding journey as well, and that helps. But obviously, you don't want to just give any kind of advice. It's more about supporting them and giving backed up information and signposting. But I'd love to hear from other student parents. I'm not a proper student, unfortunately. I don't get a student discount card and cheap bus fares and whatnot. I'm just doing this in my spare time. And I do get little certificates just doing this in my spare time. And I do get little certificates, but I don't think it's anything official. But I do just love learning, and I think it's really important, especially when you have life changes such as parenting. Um, and you often don't give yourself time to learn. And I love learning. I love finding out new things. So I'm really looking forward to my next breastfeeding module, and that's on all the different statistics. And I'm quite a geek. I'm quite geeky when it comes to that kind of thing. I love learning interesting facts, but the only problem with me is when I learn something interesting, that will stick in my head, even if that's not the most important information. Um, I'll always remember the most random facts, but nothing actually that useful often. But also today, I had a 3 hour meeting of a study session. So I get some help because I have dyslexia and dyspraxia. Um, and it is like a life skills organizational coach session. So I learn about getting myself organized, using coping mechanisms with dyslexia and dyspraxia, because often I am super clumsy. And also, I don't like to use the word disorganized because I do a lot of things and I manage a lot of things. Um, but yeah, I wouldn't say organization is something that I enjoy or is a strong point. I'm definitely using my brain space to be creative and wild and have fun and think outside the box, but my problem is I never think in the box. And you only have to see my diary to understand that because it is an absolute mess. But I am trying to get all digital so I don't have pages and pages to scroll on because nobody can read my handwriting. I have the handwriting of I think it was a 7 year old or something. But what's great, dyspraxia is a bit annoying because it doesn't necessarily mean that you're good in some areas and like better in some, not so good in some. It just means that you're not so good in some areas. So often you can have like a lack of spatial awareness, clumsiness, disorganized, yeah, all those nice traits. But dyslexia is good because it means that whilst I'm weak in some areas, so like reading, I'm not very good reading long texts. I have several magazines next to me, and even they don't get read that much. I should. I am trying to read more and use less blue light in bed when I can, but I do have to study at the moment. Um, and yeah, but it often means you've got a spiked profile. So you're really good in some areas and then really bad in others. So for me, it's not necessarily like what you think in terms of the spelling for me. Sometimes it's getting my words out or yeah, getting things into the right order, in like word order, is sometimes difficult. But it's more retaining and concentration for me. It takes me ages to take in a text or even read a text. It takes me forever. And I forget, I'm so forgetful. But as I said, some of my positives are outside the box. Dyslexics are known to be hired by government agencies to crack codes and whatnot. So, I'm yet to be hired, but you never know. Um, so, yeah, we do have strengths in other areas, and so it's definitely a spiked profile. So, I'd love to know if you're studying anything at the moment. Do comment below. Let me know what things you're learning about or studying. And also, if you're busy like me, how you make time to study because I'm trying to do things with this study coach to be on my priority list. But then if I've got a deadline, obviously that's my priority. So studying always goes down to the bottom, but I actually really enjoy it. It's kind of like my self-care time because I just really love learning. Anyway, that's all from me and my Friday theme. I thought I'd do a live today as I'm making the most of having my live technology working again. So I hope you don't mind me popping in live. rather than my normal edited pre-recorded video on a Friday. And I will speak to you very soon. And actually, I was asking you one time if I was doing Vlogmas because December starts tomorrow. Therefore, I believe Vlogmas, which is daily vlogging throughout December, starts tomorrow. So do comment below if you want me to do Vlogmas or not. All right, night night. See you later. Bye.